And it's live, I hope. We are back, ladies and gents, in the land of Qatar.
Might speak.
Hello.
Might speak. Hello. Okay, yeah, the audio's fine.
I hope to get it sorted today. But I don't think the bloke's replying, because Yeovil. Anyway, back to the packet of crisps. I might just mute my mic for just a moment while I'm having this.
We have a new driver today in Hayden Williams in Aston Martin, replacing Harry Spanswick, who's now Red Bull team principal. There we land. That happened the other day.
There we land.
That's a Tiffy to Audi. There we land. That'll be funny. Right, who's out on track first? It's looking like the lag meister himself, George Hawes.
Yes.
As Jack said in his report, he was ender-pearling, and he ender-pearled to P3 last race. Right, George is going to start his lap, the first lap of the session.
The Qatar circuit looks a bit different this game. Obviously, F123 having the 2021 version of the track, but they've obviously changed it for like the 2023 model with black orange runoff and that kind of stuff. The clubs don't kill you. Yeah, but George Hawes is out on his lap. Pretty good for a first episode. Right. Just get my phone over there, and then right, solid.
22-4. First lap, and now the new Red Bull team principal getting a bit impeded by the V card to the line.
Well, Dino says apparently the game's too loud. While
I don't think I was looking at it
talking while I'm on board, so I'll turn down the game audio just slightly.
Austin goes P3 though. Not a great lap from him.
For the moment.
Raikon goes P4 as Revit goes P1 by a sizable margin.
Yes, he does. We've got Charlie Gordon coming through the final corner. I think Danny is crossing the line. Obviously was Ferrari last race. Now McLaren as he goes into P4. Charlie Gordon to the line he has invalidated. And is going very slowly down the straight. I think his teammates crossing the line to start his lap. So I think our next driver is Callum Pearce, who goes P2. And I think
championship
next
leader.
across the line will be the Alpine of Jack Cocaine. He's not been the best this season as in the Alpine, the team principal, but he goes P5. It's a good start for him. I think Charlie Roberts, no.
Cal just went P2.
Yep, as we got, I think it's a Red Bull to the pit lane. Oh no, it's not a Red Bull, that's a V-carb of Stephen Trodden as he goes towards the line.
Charlie's invalidated again.
Yeah, very easy to invalidate around this track. I think I have an Alpine of Charlie Roberts to the line, goes P9. I think it's the Ferrari next of Oscar McCracken, but I don't believe he's on lap, and he is not. So I think the next one is Joe Calvi in the Kick Sauber as he goes to the line. Dino is very much happy with my audio changes, and he goes P11. I think that's just a lap to get him on the timing sheets. So I don't think.
For some reason. Game crash. What I do? I have to leave to add him so he can come back.
Give it an invite, just that's not. Add settings again. Callum Pearce, purple sector 1 as he goes through the middle sector now. I don't think he's on a lap unless he's going very slowly. But he did go purple sector 1, so we'll see what happens. As he goes now over towards the triple right, as he's only a bit down, so I think he might have lost a little bit of time coming out of one of the hairpins as he goes towards the penultimate corner, very fast left-hander. And now as he goes towards the line, he will see what he can do. Championship leader, I believe. He pits, brilliant. As now, I think it is Volt who is now on his lap, but I don't know. Let me see if I can turn the graphics down, because it is. Yeah, so
Did Thingy join back?
did who?
Harry. Fuzzy.
I do not know. Can't switch to anyone else, that's odd.
Yeah, he's in.
Alright. Oh god. Ow.
Williams.
Sick. I will not hear any slander about my graphic settings. Look, this game makes my PC want to kill itself more than it makes me want to kill myself. As
Purple sector 2 for Corey Williams.
Oh, we shall see. He's been quite quick as of late. He slides out the penultimate corner. So we'll see. I think we have a new Tory that's not Jack. It's Zick Lappage.
Oh.
Look at the chat.
Charlie's not that. It's not invalidated yet. Purple sector 2 for Charlie.
Yeah, so we'll see what he can do going through the triple right. He doesn't really like this track. It seems to be a common theme. He doesn't really like tracks that with fast flowing corners, which is interesting. But as he goes around the final bend, doesn't invalidate, so he's going to get a time on the board. DRS wide open for the Williams, and he goes P5.
Michael goes fastest.
He does. Michael McRae, back-to-back winner in the last couple races. So he's reinstituting his championship battle. It's good for him, as next person to cross the line will be the Red Bull of, oh no, not Red Bull, the V-Carb of Stephen Tron, but he's on a lap, so I think it's, yeah, it's Oscar McCracken who's on his lap as he goes around the final bend. Might get a little bit of dirty air and he goes into the pit, so it doesn't matter. So I think the next one to cross the line is, I believe, McRae.
And he just invalidated.
No, not McRae. Where's the other? Toros. There it is. I think next one to cross the line now is Jack Cocaine in the Alpine, who also pits. So I think it's next Charlie Gordon, who I don't believe will be on his lap. Yeah, no, he's in none. So and McRae will be on none. And I assume Charlie Roberts will be on none. Oh, no, he is, and he's gone wide. So it's not the line, that. So he goes into the pits, and I think oh no, we've got Paniatov who's on a on an outlap. Yes, Connor, I think Zick can hear what I say. You don't have to confirm it to him. In my eyes, being rich is being a Tory. Yeah, Dino, basically, Tories are... Actual Tories is the Conservatives, the people who have just led the country and just been voted out. But in my book, being Tory is being posh and rich. That's why I call Jack Tory all the time, even though he's neither posh nor rich. As yeah, I think we'll go back to the action as Callum Pearce in that Mercedes is on a flying lap, so we shall see what he can do as he goes towards the triple right-hander on his lap round the triple right-hander. He goes. It's the start of. If you're learning this track, it's what I like to call an "oh god, what do I do here" corner. well, the entire last sector of this track is an oh god, what do I do here sector. As he goes wide, but somehow doesn't invalidate.
He went wide.
He
Where?
definitely went wide.
Where?
He stays P3. Didn't really improve on his. I think next one is Shadow to cross the line. He's on an outlap. So Paniatov. Yeah, fair enough, Dino. Fair enough, Dino. Paniatov, sorry. He is going around the final bend. Obviously, that went wide. Yeah, Paniatov. He's trying to keep the constructors' fight for Mercedes up and running. I think next one to cross the line will be Oscar McCracken. He is on his outlap, so don't think anyone's on a lap right now. So we're just waiting. Who? Oh, Paniatov.
Harry, other Harry. Wait, is his name Harry or something?
I think the first person to cross the line who's on a lap will be Shadow in the Aston Martin. Obviously a new driver for our Aston Martin outfit. I believe that is the car once driven by Connor Hawkin
Hayden, not Harry.
in the first couple of races. So
Hayden Williams, not driving a Williams. It's not.
As he goes to the line, Shadow crosses the line, goes P5, so we'll see. It seems his pace is quite decent in this GRS F3 tier. As Fuzzy comes around the final couple of corners in that Red Bull, as he goes round the final bend. DRS will be activated shortly. As he goes to the line, it's P5 for the Red Bull. I think the next one to cross the line will be Volt. No, not Volt. It'll be Danny. So Danny ran the final bend. Used to be in Ferrari. He's now in McLaren. As he goes towards the line. What's it going to be for Danny? Stays P11. Doesn't improve on his time. I think the next one to cross the line will be the Alpine of Jack. No, it was the Alpine of Charlie Roberts. And I believe next one, yeah, Joe Calvi to cross the line. What's it going to be for the... Oh, the Haas spinning in the background. Yeah, he goes P11, which is a decent showing for that Sauber that's been nowhere near the front all season long. I think next one to cross the line will be Shadow, who will go into the pit lane, I assume, because he's not improving his time. Who's next? It is Thomas Underhill in the Williams. Haven't seen much of him in this qualifying session. Where's he going to go? He stays P9 for the Williams, so not good for their championship hopes. I think next one to cross the line will be it'll be McRae, who doesn't improve on his time, I don't believe. I think next one, yeah, is Fuzzy, who goes into the pit lane, and I think it's Ostervan, he's on an outlap. I've got a yellow flag in the final sector of Ferrari getting out the way. As Danny will cross the line. He's 3:10 up, so we'll see what he can do. Across the line, he goes P10, so it's a decent showing for the Alpine. As I think it's Charlie Roberts crosses the line, doesn't improve on his time, and the Red Bull of Fuzzy as well. I think next one's across the line will be George Hawes, the Lagmeister himself, and he goes 15 miles wide out of the corner. As the Alpine of Jack Cocaine is crossing the line, and he goes P4. What a lap from Jack Cocaine.
Lap, yeah.
That's a great lap from him. Shadow
Charlie Gordon's invalidated. He's don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, so Shadow to cross the line. He's 2:10 down. See if he can make any inroads on his time. He doesn't. So I believe, yeah, Volt's crossing the line. So I think that might be it. Oh no, McRae is to cross the line here, and he goes fastest. It wasn't it for well, stays fastest. Sorry, but he improves his time. So I think it will be it'll be McRae on pole, unless Stephen Trodden can have the lap of his life here and he stays at the back. Yeah, because Callum Pearce, 20 seconds down on his lap time. I don't believe 20 seconds is possible to be gained in the final corner.
Well, with that lap from Michael, he goes level with Callum in the championship now.
Oh, he does. Interesting.
At pole position point. So everything to play for now.
Yeah.
Level on points. In an Arab country.
In an Arab country.
But it's not the final race of the season, so, you know. Not the qualifying that Charlie Gordon would want, considering that his two championship rivals are third and first.
Yeah, definitely. Right, so we wait for the race to start. And so we can get going here in Qatar. Why have all of the mechanics on my screen just got like grey ovals? Yeah.
For me, in the V-carb, guys, while I'm sitting on a floating chair.
Yeah. Oh, we're going.
There we
Here
go.
2, 5 red lights here in Qatar for round 7, I believe. And it is lights out, and we are racing here in Qatar as George Hawes gets a good start. He's off onto the purple stuff, but Michael McRae, good start, leads into turn 1, and it's Callum Pearce round the outside of Oscar McCracken. Going into turn 1, they make contact. The RB going wide, and so is the McLaren in the background there. Danny having a horrible start as they make their way through turns 2 and 3, and they go round into turns 4 and 5. The double right-hander, McRae, leads from Callum Pearce. And now I think Jack Kane battling away with Charlie Gordon. That we'll see who can get out ahead now into the hairpin. There's the cars going wide. Stephen Trodden going wide as they go 3 wide into the hairpin. Charlie Roberts being forced wide by the kick Sauber of Joe Cavian. They're 4 wide going into the hairpin of turn 10. The McLaren breaking some of the brake boards as they go through there. There's an absolute massive scrap in the background as a Mercedes tries to go up the inside. Paniatov down to last, but I think we got Revit.
Oh, McCracken made a mistake.
Yeah, McCracken seems to have made a mistake at the front. We didn't see because there's a mad battle going on for the wooden spoon there. But it is Michael McRae leading for another time as Callum Pearce continues the chase behind him. And Corey Williams.
Tyres. Oh
yeah, I didn't need to show tyres, yeah.
Osterman's going a bit outraged with his strategy.
Yeah, as Paniatov goes wide again. He's not had the greatest of opening laps, but McRae sets the fastest lap, but he is getting hounded by the Mercedes of Callum Pearce. Not much battling between them last time out in Saudi Arabia, apart from the last couple laps. But yeah, they're all kind of filtering out now. There's not much battling going on. They're just kind of following each other. Dirty air is a massive factor here, so we should see a vast amount of good wheel-to-wheel racing because people want to be out the dirty air by the time they get to the DRS zone. Yeah, I say that, but no one's really going for moves at the moment, so we're just waiting for things to happen. I think we're probably going to wait till the DRS zone. I think last time out we did Qatar. It was a very hectic race back in F123. As Michael McRae stretching his legs out in front. 7 tenths or 5 tenths is the gap now as Callum Pearce gained a bit on him through the final corner, and now might have, or he's going to have DRS. Will he go for the move here? He's going to have DRS on the Red Bull. Will he go for the move into turn 1? He will go for the move into turn 1. He's going to go up the inside under braking, and he makes that move very, very well. No contact made, and no contact needed to be made as they go through turn 2, and it's Callum Pearce leading for the first time in a good. Or actually, no, he was leading in Saudi Arabia for a bit, but no, he's leading today as there is a bit of a DRS train being formed from here, or from Callum Pearce to Oscar McCracken down in P10, who's actually might be going for a move here on the Aston Martin, but he doesn't. As I believe, yeah, they're all just trying to play their own game, trying to save as much ERS as possible. As Fuzzy, it's a very good showing for Red Bull at the moment. Fuzzy's out in P4, so we'll see how that develops. It'll be good for their championship fight because they haven't really been anywhere. The number 2, much like real life, hasn't really been anywhere compared to his teammate. And Shadow gets a penalty already. That's not what you would want. As there's battling in the background, we've got a McLaren of Danny and Stephen Tron battling in the final section. He goes wide, does Danny? So he's gained the position off track there. So we'll see what the stewards will think about that.
Michael's retook the lead.
Oh, he has. I was looking at the battle for last, and I didn't think that Michael would want to go for a move, but he does. I think Callum Pearce has not had the greatest. We've got more battling as Stephen Trodden and Danny go side by side, and so do Charlie Roberts and Joe Calvi. They're going off track to make the moves. He's going to have to let him pass, and he does. A lot of sportsmanship being showed there by Charlie Roberts. Not getting a penalty there. As yeah, so they're battling for the wooden spoon down at the back. I think Charlie Gordon, sorry, is very close to Fuzzy. He might be looking for a move on the next straight if he can. Obviously, a lot of understeer. You can see the difference that Dirty Air makes on Charlie Gordon's car as he goes through the final couple of corners. And he's dropped back a lot. You know, for those medium speed type corners, you lose a lot of downforce and a lot of grip due to the Dirty Air. Can't imagine what this what this would be like in 2021. But yeah, I think. Oh yeah, Charlie Roberts gets a penalty. I think Callum Pearce is gonna go for the move. It's DRS chicken at the moment as they go into turn 1, and he makes the move down the inside on Michael McRae. We've got battling at the behind Jack Cocaine and Thomas Underhill fighting. He breaks that DRS from Charlie Gordon, so I don't know if that's tactical or not. But a new DRS train has been made here. It's Underhill down, and I think Dark Wizard might be looking for a move on Jack Cocaine. He thinks better of it as they go through the triple or the double right, sorry, now into the hairpin. He doesn't make a move. A decent start to the race, Callum.
Yeah, it's been a lot of action. Oscar McCracken's making his way back through the field after whatever mistake he made.
Gone off. Galaxy Dark spun, I think.
Oh,
he's plummeting down positions.
made it out of there.
Yeah, I think he joined him. He was just off the track, so I think he's had a little bit of a spin, which is not what he would want. But we turn our attention back to the lead as we might see another battle.
Getting back up to Charlie.
Yeah, so
the DRS train.
Yeah, we shall see. As yeah, you can see the difference the Dirty Air makes. Yeah. Underhill's getting a second in those couple of corners, don't it? And it's not that Charlie's waiting up to keep him behind or keep him in the DRS, but I think McRae's going to go for a move. Both Red Bulls making moves here as they go into turn 1. And I think the RB's going to try and make a battle of it. Yeah, he's going to try Corey Williams down the inside, which moves into the outside, and the Red Bull makes the move, but not for long. I think. Oh, Jack off in the background. Jack's off in the background. What has happened there?
God.
He was perpendicular to the circuit, out in the gravel trap, and he's now in P10. Oh, that's horrible
What the
stuff for
hell?
Jack Cocaine. Does he have a front?
I had flashbacks of Nikita Mazepin at Bahrain.
Yeah, it looked like that. But yeah, the Alpine might have damage, you know, because he looks very slow at the moment.
Maybe floor damage.
Could be floor damage, yeah.
Because the walls are very far away.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a bit of front wing damage off. Well, it looked like a collision. It's very, it's very odd.
You don't really lose the way that way. Yeah. Speaking of damage, Charlie's got no end plate. Charlie Gordon.
Yeah, he does.
What happened there?
He must have made contact with Jack. I think that's the only way you can...
I don't know. Jack's nowhere near Charlie.
I don't know. Oh,
maybe
McRae's in the pits.
He hit forward. McRae pits, yeah.
McRae's in the pits. That's very early. Usually when you're on the meetings, you want to be pitting around lap 13 type place, but you know.
Yeah, very weird. Is he getting a wing change?
Yeah, the Red Bull crew is very grey there.
No, it didn't get a wing change. It's very weird.
They're just going for a mega undercut. And I suppose the tyres do go through the roof here in terms of temperature, but we shall see. But maybe, I don't know if Charlie got damage off going into the back of another car or just...
Could have hit Corey Williams. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I don't know if Jack was trying to make a move on someone.
Jack was behind Underhill.
Yeah, so maybe it was like 3 wide or something. And then they might make contact.
Austin has typed something in the chat while racing.
How was he?
I don't understand. But for poo emojis.
Oh, no,
Galaxy Dog spins!
Oh, that's awful. He's in the gravel. The kicks Albert in the gravel. David Hoy will be absolutely mortified.
Charlie gets a penalty. Charlie Gordon with that wing damage probably has to keep on the road.
Yeah, definitely.
That pit stop dropped Michael McRae very far back. He is in clean air now.
Yeah,
Galaxy Dark Spine.
I think that might be what he was going for, but he's going to have terrible tyres at the end compared to those around him. And I think Fuzzy's going to make the move here.
Harry is going to look the move, yeah.
Harry makes the move into turn 1. And it's now a provisional, I believe. Red Bull 1-2. So it's great for them. As I think he's now going to make the try and make the move on Harry as he goes into turn 4. Doesn't make the move. So we shall see how this develops. Charlie is staying with this pack, even though they do have he does have wing damage. So it's good going with him. Oh, Callum Pearce getting a lot of oversteer there, coming out of the hairpin. Yeah, so we'll see the gap to the leader. McRae 25 seconds off, so we'll see. I don't know if that's a pit stop round here. Yeah, so very early pit stop for McRae. The mediums will still be in their window. Obviously, he will get the undercut.
Oh, Corey Williams gets a track limits penalty as well.
I think he does. So I think there's going to be a race of not getting track limits penalties, much like Jeddah was.
Callum Pearce is going to look for us to lead the race again.
Yeah, he does. As he goes up the inside on the straight, seems to be all of the moves being made there. So we're not going to see much wheel-to-wheel racing. I don't believe, because everyone just wants to wait till DRS, so no one wants to risk breaking front wings.
Jack pitched after doing a Nikita Mazepin
at the other circuit.
No wing change.
Yeah, no wing change. So he's into the pits. Paniatov is the entire
as Galaxy Dark retires in the pit lane.
So the entire field is now in a Mercedes the entire field is filling in a Mercedes sandwich. So yeah, so we're just waiting for stuff to happen, people to pit, and yeah, this circuit's very if dirt, yeah, it wasn't such a big it wasn't such a problem. The racing around here would be genuinely quite good, but it's just waiting for the DRS zone as they go into the final corner. Now DRS. Oh, Charlie goes into the pits. So will he get a front wing change? We shall see.
Harry is going to look for the lead of the race again.
Yeah, he does. He
Gets
makes it
it.
into turn 1. So we'll see if Charlie gets a wing change.
Yeah, wing change. Yeah.
Wing change. So obviously that front wing damage is too bad for him to carry on with it. So he just takes the time loss. As
Far ahead is Michael compared to him. Very far. The undercut is doing Michael well.
yeah, definitely. He's like 4 corners away. We'll see what the gap to the leader is. Yeah, 22 seconds. So he's gained 3 seconds in this undercut. As yeah, Fuzzy's gone up 5 positions since the start. So we shall see. I'm gonna set it to penalties. There we go. As yeah, they go through the penultimate corner. I think Callum Pierce will be looking to make a move here. He's giving the hurry up to Fuzzy. I think Fuzzy might be playing the teammate game here, trying to hold up the Mercedes for McRae as he goes into turn 1 and makes that move using the drag reduction system. Thomas Underhill just staying in this battle for P1. So yeah, the field's very, very spread out now, and we'll see see what people can make of things as McRae makes the move on Stephen Trodden into turn 1. I think Danny also did make a move on, or Charlie Roberts made a move on Danny going into turn 1. Danny doesn't have an end plate, I don't believe. Yeah, no, he doesn't. But he is going to go for the move, I think. Into turn 4. No, he doesn't. So Charlie Roberts out in front and into P8. Yeah, he does make that move. As I believe. Yeah, so we'll see what we shall see what the undercut will be for McRae. I haven't really checked up on George Hawes. I think he might have fixed his internet for today. Shadow gets a penalty. So not a great first.
Corey Williams guides into the pit lane. So does Underhill.
That was might be making a move here.
McRae gets a track limit penalty.
He does. That might come in.
That could be very, very big for the race. As he goes around the outside of Danny.
The pit crews, and they both get them out very, very well. As
so Michael is gonna come out very far ahead.
Yeah, very far ahead. As he goes in turn 1, so we'll see what his time. I think this is going to be a very Qatar 2021 to start.
5 laps old already. If he's going to the end, that's going to be very tough towards the end of the race.
Yeah, it could be a very Qatar 2021 in real life type race where there's a massive undercut, and the people who got undercut will gain towards the end probably. But we shall see. As the leaders go into the triple right. I think they're gonna get passed by McRae when they do pit, and I think they'll pit quite soon. They want the undercut to work, or the overcut to work. Sorry. Or do they go for? Well, there's your answer. They both go into the pits.
Harry pit.
I was going to ask the question, do they try and extend and have a better tyre advantage come the end, or just cut their losses and go into the pit lane? And there is your answer. Ooh, very tight release there from Red Bull.
Michael sets fastest lap of the
I
race.
think the two V carbs are going at it down the straight. I think they might. I mean, Stephen Tron might come out in front of Fuzzy here as they go into turn 1. Round the outside goes Corey Williams. Sorry. And he goes down the inside. The Red Bull will have the outside line. It is Honda versus Honda for this battle, and I think Fuzzy just stays out in front. Yeah, he does. It's a good battle there between the two Honda-powered teams. As Paniatov makes or he overtakes Danny in the pit lane. So yeah, it's very. Callum Pearce is gaining out in front. He's pulled the DRS on Harry. We'll see what the Red Bull tries to do to defend from Corey Williams. This might have ruined Harry's race. As they go through the triple right, Dark Wizard out in front, George Hawes, who pits now. It's now 5.5, almost 6 seconds from Callum Pearce to McRae. So we'll see how that gap develops. I think the only chance Callum Pearce has got of overtaking McRae is just DRS training and getting within that 3 seconds. He does. As this gaggle of cars goes into turn 1. Now, turn 2. Will Fuzzy play the team game, or will he go for glory? We shall see. Volt ghosting with Osterman as they battle coming out of the hairpin. Now round the outside goes Thomas Underhill of Stephen Trodden. That's a great move round the outside if he can keep it, and he does keep it. That's a great move round the outside into turn 10. He makes that move. Great move round the outside of the V carb. Now Oscar McCracken's gaining on this battle. As they go through the triple right, does he go for a move? Stephen Trodden very much holding up the Ferrari, and he's cutting across him as they go into the final corner. Is Stephen Trodden going to go into the pit lane? No, he doesn't. What is the interval? Where's tyre? Stephen Trodden is he hasn't pitted yet, so yeah,
Red Bull 1, 2.
Charlie Gordon makes the move on George Hawes going into turn 1. And no lag involved, unlike last week. I don't know what was happening with.
An undercar to get ahead of drivers.
Yeah, definitely. As they go into the double right. And McRae is. Yeah, I think Harry's playing the team game now. He's lost so much to his teammate now, so I think he's playing the team game. Yeah, he definitely is. To go through the flat out right. So down the straight they go.
I do think Harry's playing the team game a little bit here.
Yeah.
Michael's putting a decent gap out in front.
Yeah, definitely.
Underhill gets the penalty.
Yeah.
Is Harry going to keep it in? He's trying his best.
He's trying his best, but here comes Corey Williams down the
inside. It was a bit wide.
I don't think he makes the move as he goes into turn 3. Yeah, 7.3 now. Callum really needs to step on it if he wants to gain up to McRae. Bargel. As Corey Williams is now behind Harry now. Dark Wizard is still not giving up on this battle with Charlie Gordon. I think we can count Charlie Gordon out of the championship now. I think it's too far, too
Well,
big
not
of a
yet.
gap. Well, he's gonna lose a good bunch of points now, and
And we don't really know what can happen in the other 4 or 5 races.
yeah, but he needs to up his pace if he wants to stay in the championship. I mean, It is the last couple rounds have been tracks that he does dislike and he isn't really quick at, being Saudi Arabia, Qatar now, Portimao last week. Well, he likes Portimao, but he likes Portimao. Oh, and he goes a bit wide there onto the curve, and he gets past Stephen Trodden now. Will George Hawes go for the move on the Williams? No, he doesn't. As they go into turn 1. 7.6 now, Fuzzy to McRae. I think he's definitely playing the team game, because when Callum Pearce was out in front, he was gaining on the Red Bull. So yeah, this is probably frustrating Callum Pearce to no end.
Yeah, definitely.
He's been a brilliant teammate, is Harry, but it is somewhat spoiling the spectacle for us. But you know, anything for the team. As they go through into the last sector now. And now, yeah, I think Callum Pearce will be looking for a move into turn 1, see if he can try and make Corey Williams go at him and break the DRS, and that's the only way that he gets rid of Harry. As he does make the move into turn 1. Will Corey Williams go for the move? No, he doesn't. I think he's going into turn 1 now. Yeah, he does make that move, and McCracken makes the move on Underhill as George Hawes makes a move on Charlie Gordon into turn 1. It's all happening into turn 1. Obviously, end of a big DRS straight. It's a major theme with these Middle Eastern tracks, Bahrain being one of them, where the pit straight spans the length of the track, and Abu Dhabi being 2 straights that there are the span of the track. Yeah, as they go into McRae, he's now losing time. Yeah, you can see when Callum Pearce is in front of Fuzzy, he's gaining on McRae, but when he's behind, he loses. So I believe Harry is trying to play the team game here and hold up Callum Pearce so that McRae can win this Grand Prix and extend his lead or do good for his championship fight. And I think Fuzzy's going to make the move into turn 1. He does, so he's going to make the move into turn 1. Will Callum fight it? No, he won't, as they go into turn 1. We will see. I'm gonna go on board with him and see if he's trying to hold back and keep Callum at bay as they go into the double right. I think barring any safety cars, I think. Oh, there's a bit of contact, I believe, with Shadow and Jack Cocaine as he goes around the outside. Does Jack? He's had a little spin in this Grand Prix, but he makes that move. But I think Shadow's going to go right back at him into turn 4. But he does make that move, does Jack Cocaine, in the Alpine. He's up into P9. It's now an Alpine 911, which in Qatar. Not gonna say anything. McRae gets another penalty. That is huge.
That is massive.
That is massive. As now Callum Pearce might have another lease of life.
Michael Pitt.
Michael Pit?
What?
What?
Excuse me, what's going on here?
What's he doing?
Is it soft? It's mediums,
Medium.
I think.
What is going on?
What? What's going on? This is not...
He's doing a 2-stop.
7 laps on mediums, 13 laps on hards.
Surely. I'm very confused.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, that's Fuzzy versus Pierce for the win.
Yeah, definitely.
No more holding back for Harry.
Yeah. Unless Harry unless Harry was trying to hold him up to maybe like make the pit stop not as bad. But hards don't really wear around this circuit. So
No, I know. Really strange.
yeah, very strange. I think we have a bot in chat. Have you seen the chat, Cal?
No.
Look at the most recent comment in the chat. As they go into the final corner for Fuzzy. I think it's yeah, it's definitely gonna be the battle for the win. I don't think Michael McRae can gain that much. I don't know what he did, but he's relinquished the Grand Prix, or the lead of the Grand Prix, to his teammate now. As they go into turn 1, this might be an all-out dogfight for the win now. And I think Corey Williams is going to pray that they get penalties now, so he'll be back in it. He's obviously not going to lose any positions because everyone's got penalties, bar 3 people. But McCracken goes up the inside under braking on Corey Williams, and he makes the switchback, does Williams, into the hairpin, but he can't make it work. As they go through there. That was a big dive bomb attempt from Oscar McCracken. He's made it work.
Yeah, he's made a great charge through the field after that incident he had.
Yeah.
Back into P3.
Definitely McCracken.
Maybe he's a little dark horse for the win.
Yeah, I mean it would obviously mean Callum Pearce and Fuzzy would get penalties because obviously the DRS is so effective around here. But yeah, he's on a charge. Is Oscar McCracken in the Ferrari? Obviously, me being a somewhat Ferrari driver, taking a little bit of a break due to me having things on Wednesdays. I kind of want him to win, but no bias here on stream. Definitely. As yeah. Oh, and now it's a battle for the lead. Now they're gonna. Callum Pearce takes the lead of the Grand Prix. The Mercedes and the Red Bull. It's been a all-out fight in this race. Now McRae sets fastest lap at 23, so we'll see what he can do as Charlie Gordon and George Hawes do battle into turn 1, and Charlie Gordon is in the lead of this scrap, going through turn 3 now. Will George Hawes go for it? No, he won't. He'd be a bit stupid to go for it into turn 2. And now into turn 4. Sorry. Now through turn 5, he's made the move on the Haas. They'll probably switch positions now. Or they'll probably switch positions at the end of the straight. So we'll see how it goes out. So yeah, this is very much a scrap for the lead, or very much a 4-way scrap for the lead now.
Yeah, it's opened up.
Yeah, definitely. So McCracken very, very close to the back of Fuzzy. Will he try and go for a little bit of a double move here? Double whammy into turn 1. I think Fuzzy's definitely going to make the move on him. And they're 3 wide going into turn 1. And he makes that move. Callum Pearce gets held up by
Oscar McCracken.
Yeah, by the Red Bull. Oh, they make contact. The Red Bull goes into the back of the Ferrari. And it's now Oscar McCracken. I don't believe he does, but Oscar McCracken now leads the Grand Prix, but he's got that time penalty. So we'll see.
That is an amazing, either way, that's a brilliant charge back through the field after ending up in P10 at the start of the race.
Yeah, definitely. as they go into the hairpin. This DRS train is really really powerful at the moment. So yeah, so Oscar McCracken now leads the Grand Prix ahead of Harry, ahead of Fuzzy, then Callum Pearce, and Corey Williams is also in this fight. So we'll see how this battle develops. Volt trying to hang on to the coattails of this battle as Charlie Roberts gets another penalty, and Fuzzy is now side by side with the Mercedes of Callum Pearce. They've both got DRS here as they go into turn
Fuzzy
1.
could be looking for the lead of the race.
Yeah, it's three wide again. Yeah, into turn 1. They go round the outside. Does Callum Pearce, and which will give him the inside to turn 2 here in Qatar. They go around the outside. Does Fuzzy, and now round the outside goes Callum Pearce. He's going to have the outside into turn 4. Round the outside goes Callum Pearce. Again, outside for him now. And he makes that move round the outside of the Red Bull. And now into the hairpin. Oscar McCracken in the Ferrari goes at Fuzzy, which is going to help Callum Pearce to no end. They go side by side into the hairpin of turn 8. And he makes that move. Does Fuzzy. Oscar McCracken now down to P3 after starting this lap in P1. This is great battling, Callum.
Yeah, I think Harry just wants McCracken to bugger off. He's making them lose time to Callum by sending it most corners.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a lovely little scrap now, and this race is starting to hot up now. Now that Michael McRae is no longer in it. He had a massive gap. I still don't get why he pitted.
Yeah, I think he would have been fine.
It would have been fine, completely fine.
Like, it would have been so funny if he got a puncture.
Well, surely the curbs wouldn't have damaged his tyres that much.
No.
I'm just trying to think of.
To be fair, the front left.
Oh, they're going 3 wide. Hang on, Callum. They're 3 wide into turn 1, and Oscar McCracken goes round the outside of the Red Bull. It's so close to contact. They're 3 wide into turn 2. The Red Bull goes round the outside of the Ferrari, going into turn 3, and he will actually at the inside. He makes contact with the Ferrari. Still more contact. How are they not hitting a wall? And they go more contact with the Ferrari. That front or that rear right of the Ferrari taking an absolute battering at the moment from the front left of Fuzzy. Not the cleanest of battles, but you know, rubbing his racing as I'm a firm believer of. As they go into turn 8 now into the fast right-hander. It's great racing out in front as they go round this corner. I don't know if that's turn 8, but
Turn 1 of them.
that's one of them. Why do they name corners?
Could Corey? Yeah. They should have corner name. White writing. On the full track map, they should have corner names.
Yeah, corner names and numbers. This just makes it easy.
Yeah, it was so much easier.
Yeah, so we'll see how this
As
battle
Charlie
develops.
Roberts
A bit of oversteer does Fuzzy, which will give Callum Pearce all the impetus he needs to make it 3 wide again. It's 3 wide down into turn 1, and the Mercedes up the inside of the Red Bull. They make contact again. This battle is starting to get saucy now as the Ferrari goes back up the inside of the Mercedes into turn 3. The Mercedes has the power on the straight. 3 different drivers, 3 different teams, 3 different engines battling now. Obviously, the
Corey Williams is playing this very smart.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just hoping for a crash.
Yeah.
And if he gets involved, there very much could be a crash.
Definitely could be a crash. I mean, to be fair.
You can just tell as every turn 1 happens, there's a bit more. Speaking of.
Oh, that's a shame for him. He's going to be absolutely kicking himself. Oh, Callum Pearce. He gets a great run on Fuzzy. But I don't think he's going to make the move. It would just be silly to. As they go through the triple right. And now onto the penultimate corner. We'll see what he can do as they go round into the final corner. He's looking at the outside run. on the Red Bull. The Red Bull goes defensive. Will he go for a switchback? He does. Will he get the power onto the straight? He's going to have the DRS. He uses the overtake button. He's a bit low on ERS compared to Fuzzy. And they make the move. Does Callum Pearce into turn 1. Now McCracken makes it 3 wide. Goes up the inside again. Round the outside does Callum Pearce.
Callum Pearce has turned into him. Oh
yeah,
my
he does.
God.
Callum Pearce makes the move, and now the Red Bull of Fuzzy's looking at the inside of McCracken. This is great battling here in the desert as they go into turn 4 and now through turn 5. It is back. Callum Pearce out in the lead again for the Mercedes team, continuing their resurgence to the top of the championship and continuing his resurgence.
The stewards room.
Yeah, definitely. There's not been too many major incidents. It's just been a little bit of
That's not big contact, but that can get you a penalty.
Yeah, but I think all fair is all is fair. What goes round comes round. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. No one really gained that much time or lost that much time from it. It'd be a shame to have a battle ruined by a little bit of contact and a penalty.
Harry is gonna want vengeance.
Yeah, definitely. I think they might be going 3 wide again, which is
But Callum has pulled a decent gap, but he's got a lot less ERS.
Who could get back into this battle and is getting back into this battle?
What the hell?
McRae.
Oh yeah. To be fair,
McRae is about 2 seconds or 3 and a bit seconds from this battle. He's gained a bit, so he could be back in this fight. As McCracken goes round the outside of the Mercedes. Oh, he oversteers into him. Jesus Christ. As they go up the inside, does Fuzzy, they make more contact. Wheel banging into turn 3. How is it possible to make contact there? It's a flat out right-hander.
How is nobody in the wall?
Yeah. That's the big question. Well, this is just the runoff here, isn't it?
Or in the gravel or anything.
Oh, contact between the Red Bull and the Ferrari. It's all getting... The handbags are coming out here, lads.
There's definitely going to be some words in the report chat.
Yeah, definitely. As they go...
It's pulling a second. Alan Fish is going to use all of his ERS to get that second gap.
Yeah.
Could be it for him.
And he has got that second gap. So I think this is Callum's race to lose at the moment, because there's not many opportunities.
DRS for Harry.
So this is going to be
a battle for
P2 as they go round the final bend. Yeah, McRae hasn't got back into this battle as we thought he would, and now the Ferrari of McCracken goes up the inside, or round the outside, sorry, on the straight, and now Corey Williams round the outside of the Red Bull. Red Bull's dropping like a stone at the moment. Into turn 3 we go, and now it's 5/10 from Callum Pearce to Oscar McCracken, so it could still be possible for the Ferrari if he gets a penalty, or if the Mercedes gets a penalty.
Underhill just gets another penalty.
Yeah. And there's contact. Underhill goes into the back of Williams, of Corey Williams, as they go round the final corner, and I think Callum Pearce, barring any complications, will come out and win this Grand Prix to extend his lead in the championship in that Mercedes. We shall see. He won. He's been winless for a couple rounds. He's extended that. He took the lead of the championship from Charlie Gordon a couple rounds back, and he's now going to extend it. Callum Pearce going to come round the final couple of corners in that Mercedes. Round the final corner he goes. I believe he is going to win here in Qatar. DRS, we won't have DRS, but to the line. It is always contact to the back, but Callum Pearce wins the Grand Prix. He wins the Qatar Grand Prix here in F3. And now it's battling to the line between Charlie Gordon and George Hawes. I think Charlie's going to take it, and he does. So that's Charlie Gordon's 7th. So yeah, it's Callum Pearce from Fuzzy, from Oscar McCracken. Then it's Volt in P4. Thomas Underhill. McRae takes P5 after making a seemingly unnecessary pit stop.
Yeah, one of the Alpines has got It's Jack. He's got wing damage.
Did I puncture?
Well, I have a puncture, yeah. Or he's in low fuel mode.
Oh dear.
He's just lost out on points.
Oh, that's a
He was in the
shame. Oh no, he's got
P-
points back.
I think it. Oh yeah. Oh jeez, that's lucky.
That would be so funny if you lost points because of low fuel mode.
He went in low fuel mode in the final couple.
Yeah, so the entire field is in a Mercedes sandwich.
Oh, and Dartmoor is just disconnected. Right at the end of the session.
Well, at least
it's retired.
At least his internet. Wait until the end.
That was definitely a bit argy-bargy for the win there.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely going to see some steward room reports happening.
Definitely.
But I definitely think Harry won't be happy from
There's two things
Callum turning into him.
There's two things I'm questioning. Why did McRae make that pit stop? And how did Jack spin there?
Yeah. Like, how did Jack spin there?
So many faults.
I'm gonna pay him on this.
Yeah, so we'll try and get interviews in a second. We'll see if we can get some interviews in.
Yeah.
So
I smell the Kraken.
yeah.
Tell me,
What?
how do I spell my Kraken?
McCracken.
Yeah, fucking how? Where's the C and the K in there?
Surely
I
it
just
would
don't
go
know how to spell it, but I
Oscar.
want to fuck it up.
Surely it would be
Just
Oscar.
go on his fucking...
Just do an Oscar.
What's his fucking name?
Oh, fucking hell, hang on. Where is he? Oh, good lord, where is he? McCracken. Where is he? MCC Racken.
MCC Racken, lovely. That's left on Callum Underhill and him for driver of the day. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because Underhill went from 10th to 4th. And then McCracken dropped down and came back up. I'll do Harry as well, because Harry drove well.
Go into talking one for the interviews. There we are.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm sweating so much.
Yeah, it was very interesting. We'll see if we get any more people. All right, so we don't have Harry. We'll see if we can get Callum Pierce, but he didn't do last week, so I don't suppose he'll do this week. So we'll start with you.
Yeah.
Very hectic end to the race. The handbags came off as soon as Mikhail pitted, so and a lot of overtaking moments. How are you feeling, Oscar?
Yeah, I'm feeling quite good. I got some annoying warnings at the start, and then the 3-second penalty kind of costed me at the end. I think I was quite far off the lead at one point, so I'm happy that I managed to get a podium still.
Yeah, so yeah, you had that little spin. Was it a spin at the start? 'Cause you lost a few positions.
Yeah, it was like a half spin. I think I dropped to like 10th or something.
Yeah, so it's a good comeback from you. I don't think we'll get Callum Pearson. So
No.
is there anything else you want to say? I don't mind.
I don't think so. I had a Qatar League race yesterday actually, so
So you got to practice in.
yeah, a bit of practice, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is it for GRS this week, or GRS F3 this week. Obviously got F2 and F1 on tomorrow and Wednesday. So we shall see you then for GRS. But for F3, it is what's next week? Las Vegas. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, so thank you for watching as always, and we shall see you next week. Goodbye.